Hey, dig this. It's your boy Mobbin101 from East Palo Alto, California, and I'm checking in from the Industry Most Wanted podcast. Whoa.
You was posted in your section when I met ya. Sent a rose bottle in your direction to impress ya. Giuseppe Louis Prada, yeah, I'm all about my dollars. Trip to Europe, Canada, and Guatemala, you hotter. Yeah, I see you shining my, yes, you doing your thing. Pins in your hair like you come from Beijing. You been on my radar, yo, I heard you getting paper.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Boom. Listen, I heard we got Cali in the building. What's going on with your family? How you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. I like your voice. He got that deep, he got that Barry White, that after dark voice. You know what I'm saying? You should do like a little after dark show.
You know what's so funny? I've heard that over the years.
Yeah, I love your voice. Your tone and that's why you're doing exactly what you should be doing, is doing music. Shout out to Mobbin101 checking in. Thank you for being here. I know you gave us a brief introduction, but break it down. I know you're an artist, kind of give us a little rundown of everything you got going on.
Man, of course, I'm from East Palo Alto, California. You feel me? It's one of the smallest cities in the Bay Area. You know what I'm talking about, on the backside. You can cross the bridge, go to Oakland, go up to 101. You can slide up to Frisco. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I've been doing music seriously for the past 2 years. I just hit my 2-year anniversary earlier this year in April. Of course, a lot of people, they seem to believe that I've been in it much longer than that, you know what I mean? But that's just largely just due to the hustle, you feel me, to the presentation, things of that nature.
Absolutely. And I just want to give you your flowers real quick, because we've been able to conversate a little bit prior to this, and you've been very professional. You know what I'm saying? You've through the times through text, email, social media, all the conversations we had, you've been about your business, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's difficult dealing with new artists because they don't understand the business, so they come off like a little weird. You've been on point with it. So I just want to give you your flowers real quick.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I went on Thursday and bought the new iPhone 15. So I took my existing phone and put it over on my other line. And when I traded the other phone in, it wasn't backed up. So I lost all my contacts that were on that phone. That's why I was like, I was like, is this you?
I just went through that myself.
So I apologize about that. It was my fault because I didn't have the backups turned on. I was like, dang. So now as people are calling and texting, I'm like, who is this?
Understood.
Are you originally from Cali?
I am. Believe it or not, I was actually born in Florida. I was just raised in the Bay Area.
So you were born in what part of Florida?
Pensacola.
You was from Pensacola. That's dope. Until what age were you there?
Man, 6 months, a year.
Okay, so you was there just super short time.
Yeah.
So California is really all you know as far as growing up.
Yeah.
Take us back. What was it like growing up out there for you?
Man, 2.5 square miles, man. It's the box for surely.
Yeah.
It's really the $1 million spot. 92, 93, we was termed the murder capital of the world.
Yeah.
Man, PA is definitely different now. You feel me? Like, you can jog with your poodles and your Frenchies now. You know what I mean? Back then, you couldn't do that. You know what I mean? You definitely couldn't do that. But we definitely have come a long way. We down the street from the Silicon Valley. You feel me? I grew up down the street from Stanford University and Facebook. So, we used to always joke when we was younger, like, bruh, I know they don't know what they driving through when they want to work. But,
Would you say that gentrification is what kind of changed? You said back then it was rough, and now people can get out there, and a lot of cities are going in and doing gentrification where they're actually running out a lot of people and building condos and bigger homes. Is that something that happened in your area to change the narrative?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it was, there definitely was like a surge of people who was moving out to the Valley. In reference to the Bay Area, we consider the Valley like Stockton, Fresno, Sacramento, things of that nature, you feel me? So it was like a busloads of cats going out there, you feel me? I definitely was on that first wave. But the Valley really wasn't for me for real, you feel me? I'm definitely a city cat for real, you know what I mean? I like the ruralness, you know what I mean? But I'm just so used to that go mentality, you know what I mean? Like, when things get a little too slow, a little too quiet, I get a little nervous.
Absolutely, especially when we're doing what we do. We have to have that fast-paced lifestyle.
Right.
Like, I eventually, when I retire, want to live a little more ducked off and a little bit slower. But right now, we can't do that in the type of business we're in. We have to be on go at all times.
Right.
Would you change anything about, your childhood growing up there if you could go back?
I mean, you know, for the most part, you know, we always say we don't got no regrets because, you know, that's who make us today. But of course, you know, if I can go back and polish up some things that I felt that was kind of dusty back then, I would.
I like how you said that. little dusty stuff back then. What would you go back and tell your younger self right now?
Oh, man. First and foremost, many people are not going to love you.
Yeah.
They're going to love the idea of you.
Yeah.
Stay at it.
Yeah.
And pay attention to school your first year. You know what I mean? Luckily, I did graduate on time and everything like that there, but I definitely know many people who had that type of mentality like, oh, well, you know, it's our freshman year. We can catch up.
Exactly.
Don't even do it. You feel me? Don't even do it. Just go ahead and blow through it. You feel me? Make it easy on yourself. You feel me? Because playing catch up is not it.
Great piece of advice. Absolutely. And I think that most people encounter that. When we in high school, like you said, we think we got time. Mm-hmm. Really, we don't. Like, our time on this earth is very limited.
Indeed.
Some people don't make it to see 21 years old anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough out there. So it's like every single day we have to be grateful and show gratitude that we were here to see another day, right?
Right.
Why music for you?
Well, of course, when the pandemic hit, like a lot of people know I played pro ball overseas. You feel me? Europe, Mexico, things of that nature.
So, basketball?
Football.
Football, okay.
American football. I know people hear that, they be like, soccer? Like, no, American football.
Okay, yeah, because overseas in places they call football, they call soccer football. So you played American football.
Correct.
So you was out there tackling them.
Right.
Okay.
And music is more constant than sports.
Yeah.
So, of course, with that, on top of the fact that I try to use it as another vice, you feel me, for my kids, you feel me, to make sure that they got some proper residuals and things of that nature, be able to use my voice more so I can stay at home, be around them more. You know what I mean? I got one boy, one girl.
Okay.
So that's really what it was. And then, of course, you know, it's a lot of people getting paid for some BS out there.
Nah, for real. Now, that's big facts. How long did you play football?
I've been playing football all my life.
Wow. So you started as a youngin', like, you know, earlier on, they probably did like flag football, stuff like that.
Flag, Pop Warner, high school, junior college, NCAA.
Wow. What positions did you play?
Corner and receiver.
Wow. That is dope. I never knew that. This is why we have these conversations to learn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So do you still actively get out there on the field?
Believe it or not, I'll go out there and go run around. But, you know, since I've been doing this music, I haven't had a chance to get back on the field yet. I'm going to try to do that next year, though. Understood.
Absolutely. Because being a music artist, you got to keep yourself in shape.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? To get out and, you know, perform, if you're doing festivals, concerts, you got to have like that endurance to be on stage for, you know, 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's a workout, right? For sure. How would you say playing sports over the years helped you to where you're at right now in life?
Well, when it comes down to sports, it's the same background that I have, you know, when it comes down to the streets. You're not going to outwork me. You know what I mean? When you sleeping, I'm working. When you working, I'm working.
Yeah.
There's always a way. There's always a way.
No excuses.
There's always a way.
Absolutely. The only person that stands in our way is us.
Right.
And we have to get out of our own way. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we block our own blessings because we're in our head, right? Mm-hmm. How do you overcome situations like that? Or do you even endure or encounter situations like that where you feel like you're in your own head?
Man, I overcome just this week, this whole week, just getting down here, getting to you today, which has been a hassle. You feel me?
You made it here. You made it here. I commend you.
I appreciate you. I would just tell anybody, of course, you know, focus on what you got 65% or more control over. You feel me? It's hard. It's definitely hard. You know what I mean? You know, we're human. We all seem to believe that, you know, we got the keys to our success. You feel me? In most cases, we do, but every now and again, you know, life will start lifing. You know what I mean? And you just got to just, you know, stay 10 toes down. You feel me? Roll with the punches.
Absolutely. That's funny. That's been one of my sayings as of lately. Life be lifing.
For real.
So you started your music career in the midst of the pandemic. I think that's really dope because that was a time when a lot of people started new businesses, new career moves, different ventures, stuff like that. Would you say that you would have started music at the time you did if the pandemic wasn't around?
Oh, no. Probably not.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to make sure I had the adequate amount of time to give it.
Yeah,
you know
understood.
I mean? Like, I always been around it. I got a lot of friends, associates, family members, things of that nature. Of course, you know, the music scene in the Bay Area is very different than other places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We, a lot of the who's who are much more accessible than what you would get in, like, the New Yorks and possibly even the Atlantas and the Miamis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I just wanted to make sure that I utilize all the correct connections and then just hit the ground running for real. There's many people that I'm telling now, I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna run laps around you.
I know that's right. Yeah, because you've been a champion really your whole life playing sports. Like you have to have that type of mentality.
Right.
Like, I am a champion. I do this. I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that type of mentality when you step out on the field, you're already losing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's no different when tackling, no pun intended, this music industry. You have to have that winner mentality. You have to manifest what you want.
Gotcha.
Speak it as if it's already here. You know what I'm saying? Bringing it to fruition.
Right.
I know you're fairly new with this, a couple years in. Have you been mostly focusing on putting singles out?
I got 2 EPs out.
Okay.
Good amount of singles. Getting ready
Nice.
to drop another single. I'm hoping right before the new year. You feel me? If not, then right at the top. But shout out that boy Beat Weeda. But yeah, my most recent single, In the Zone, me and San Quinn. You feel me? Shout out San Quinn, Frisco, Filmo. I'm talking about he a Bay Area legend off top.
Nice.
If San Quinn was from Atlanta, he'll be in the mix with the Goody Mobs and the Big Boys.
Yeah,
and things of
that
nature.
era. Yeah.
For surely. Shout out Beat Weeda. We got a joint ready to drop called Like Me. You feel me? That's going to be a hot single for surely.
That is dope, man. Going back to Cali and your roots of Cali, because that's pretty much where you're from. You grew up out there. Who were a couple of, inspirational artists, and maybe not even necessarily by their sound, but just their hustle? Who was that for you?
I mean, of course, Pac, you know what I mean? R.I.P. Nip.
Yes.
You feel me? R.I.P. Mac Dre. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people don't know about Mac Dre, you feel me? But, look at the Bay Area history for surely. Let's see, Nas. I mean, he's not from the Bay Area, but, Nas was an influence.
Absolutely, yeah.
Snoop, Dre.
Yeah. How important was it to you getting into music, being a fairly new artist, to learn your music history about as far as like the artists that paved the way for you? Because, being out there, you probably know about them. But when you dive in this business, you got to really dive in and pay homage to the people that came before you. How important was that for you?
Oh, very important. You know what I'm talking about? It's important for me to always know what's going on. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the mix. I'm pulling up. You feel me? Don't let me know the location. I'm pulling up. Everybody know I'm annoying. Because, of course, I want to know, why did it work and why didn't it work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the things that I definitely brought into this whole little ordeal of mine. Was I was sitting back and I was just like, okay, well, such and such, they've been doing it for X amount of years, you feel me? And they've been able to get this.
Yes.
And, yada, yada, yada. Not so much of a comparison, but just more so just looking at like, oh, okay, well, when y'all were at y'all peak, this is what you was doing. So let me make sure that I do that. You know what I mean? Or
Absolutely. Studying the greats.
Right.
Because even though the way the music business runs is different as far as DSPs and stuff like that, the fundamentals and the foundation has remained the same.
Right.
Getting out there, hustling, meeting people, shaking hands, doing stuff like this, that has not changed. And I think a lot of these younger artists that are coming in now, they rely too much on social media.
Definitely.
So it's good that you studied the greats and see, okay, what did they do at their peak of their career to get there? You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff is absolutely important. What do you enjoy the most about being a music artist?
Meeting new people and knowing that, believe it or not, my lyrics are starting to really influence some people. Like that is one of the strangest things that I'm having to deal with. It's like when people message me parts of my songs or something, where they be like, oh yeah, like, like I can resonate with this, or like this got me through this, or yada, yada, yada. Or even after a show when they be like, yeah, bro, I really like your style. You feel me? It's like, okay, well, maybe I'll go ahead and stick around a little bit. You know what I mean?
Music is absolutely good for our mental because it's a universal language. Everybody listens to some style of music, depending on the genre or whatever. Are you a writer?
Yes.
How does that help you with your mental, sitting down and having writing sessions?
Oh, man, unfortunately, I haven't had too many writing sessions, but when I do jot down something, it definitely helps because, of course, I'm able to, clear it out, get it out there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely one that I be all on my phone majority of the time. I don't really be writing on the notebook.
Understood.
I will, but just so I can just hurry up and get it out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just my thought process. You feel me? If I got two in the four in the mo. You know what I mean? When it's after that, we got a whole song. We done.
Absolutely. When you put your music together, do you keep in mind like other people, meaning like, I think this is something like you said that people resonate with, you're still keeping it true to yourself, but you're keeping the audience in mind as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's kind of strange when I hear artists say that they're making music for themselves, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're not listening to yourself. You didn't put all this promo and all the time into it, you know what I mean, just for you to just walk out and go play it by yourself. So I definitely take in consideration what the people want to hear, you know what I mean, the climate of the industry or society at that moment.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that you said that, because it's funny, because I had posted on Threads recently about, I hear a lot of artists that complain people aren't resonating with their music, and what I said was, well, then maybe you need to like kind of go back to the basics and rethink your process. And somebody came for me, was like, they shouldn't put music out for other people, and I'm like, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you feel like people aren't resonating with the music you're putting out, then perhaps you need to switch gears a little bit, you know. Right. And it goes back to what you just said, keeping in mind what the audience, your target audience, wants to hear from you, still keeping it true to yourself. So thank you for agreeing with me on that. Boom.
Yeah, most definitely.
Shout out to the dude who came from me. I let him have it. What's going on in your city musically right now? Is there like artist showcases, stuff like that people can get involved with?
Nah, not necessarily in my city. In my region, in the Bay Area, you definitely can, shout out California Live. You know what I mean? That boy Josh out there, you feel me? He be doing his thing, you feel me? YG Tash.
Okay. They
definitely are, some of our most notable promoters. Big Dave, OG Big Dave, you feel me? A lot of people know about Big Dave. Book Pesos. Of course, it's one of those situations where if you know who you need to know, you know what I mean, the information will trickle down to you.
Yes.
But of course, I would tell anybody, especially right now, you feel me, if you waiting on the Bay Area to get behind you, or anybody, you feel me, in your immediate region, you got to branch out, bro.
Absolutely, because the thing about this business, or any business, it's very rare that opportunities knock at our door. Mm-hmm. We have to either go out and find them or create them ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with, being out there networking, meeting the right people. Mm-hmm. I know you've been in it for a fairly short time in comparison to some of these other OGs out here. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about this music industry that you've encountered?
It's a lot of fake love.
Oh, Lord Jesus, yes.
That's a lot of fake love. That's a lot of envy. And, I would tell anybody young to old, you really got to be mindful of the company that you keep.
Yes.
The energy that you got around you, because sometimes jealousy can come in the form of jokes.
Yes. They slick throwing shade.
For real. So, you got to really be able to, decipher that and, just stay true to it. Of course, like you mentioned, music is universal. I often tell people music is like alcohol. Somebody going to drink it.
No, for real.
So as long as you keep pouring up, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that your bar is, clean and certified, you know what I mean? And just flowing, you know what I mean? You good. You got action.
Absolutely. Would you say that you would be open to tapping into other genres?
Oh, yeah, definitely. In which I already have tried to. I got a rock and roll feature out.
Nice.
Shout out Mailbox out there in Canada. You feel me? Went out there to Canada. You feel me? Did a joint. Performed it, recorded it, shot the video, the whole nine. That video was out. It's called Pieces of Me. Getting ready to jump into some Afro beats a little bit.
That's on top right now. I'm telling y'all.
Definitely. And hopefully, crossing my fingers, I'm hoping I can go ahead and get an act out there in Japan or China.
Yeah, absolutely. With you playing football and traveling around, you were international, right? You were moved around. Would you say that kind of maybe opened your how do I want to say this? Like broaden your horizons a little bit as far as respecting and getting to know other cultures, that now is coming back to you wanting to tap into other genres of music?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I love that. I love the fact that you're open. You have a song, you said a rock and roll with a rock and roll artist?
Yeah.
That is really, really dope. It's out on the platforms already?
It's out already.
What's the title of it?
Pieces of Me.
Pieces of Me. I'm going to make sure I go check that out.
I appreciate you.
Out of all the songs that you put out to date, what's your most personal one to you?
Oh, man. That's tough. Because the song Diamonds on My Neck and Wrist, outside of my love for diamonds, my son is named Diamond. So that's the reason why I named it that.
I love that.
I probably would have to say maybe Who.
Okay. It's called Who?
Yep, Who.
What makes that song so personal for you?
Well, it stands for Winning Has Obstacles.
I love that.
And it's actually on the EP. That and Pieces of Me is on my EP titled Roses, which stands for Rich Off Strategy, Effort, and Success.
I like that you have like a meaning for everything.
I appreciate you.
That is dope. You're very deep, I can tell.
I try to be. It's kind of like my nature, too. I'm a Scorpio, too. So
okay.
yeah.
How old is your son?
4.
Oh, he's still young.
Maybe 5 in April.
Is he a Taurus or an Aries?
He's an Aries.
Oh, I'm an April baby too. That's dope. Is he your only child?
No, I got a daughter too. She just turned 13.
Oh, you have a 13-year-old. You got a teenage girl.
Man,
Gosh.
scary.
It is scary. He had to look away on that. He's like, it's scary.
Yeah, it's so scary.
Yeah, because I think back when I was 13. Whew, I was out here.
Oh man.
13 years ago, your daughter was born. How did fatherhood change your life?
Put things in a different type of perspective.
Yes.
And of course, with her being a girl first, it
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. So
This is what we're doing.
I gotta try to do things a little differently. Her whole concept of man is gonna come from me.
Exactly.
What I mean? So, I tried being married. I was not married to any of my children's mothers. So
There's nothing wrong with that.
it's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay with it. Still learning. Still rolling with the punches.
Everybody's journey is different. We can't compare ours to anybody else's.
Right.
I'm an OG. I'm 49. I'm an OG. I know I look young. Okay. I've never been married.
Really?
In my 49 years, I've had some very long relationships, a 12-year relationship and a 6-year relationship. To me, like, God will make it happen when he's ready for it to happen. Do I want that at some point in time? And yes, but it's like, we can't compare ourselves to anybody else. Some people get married at 18. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I was ready for that at 18. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we can't compare our journey to no one else. So it'll happen when our time is right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Most definitely. What are some of the things that you're working on right now? Like, I know you got singles that you're putting out. You've got 2 EPs out, right? Mm-hmm. Are you working on some visuals? You got other stuff in the works that we can be on the lookout for?
Definitely working on some more visuals. When I get back to the Bay, man, I definitely got to have my nose down for real. Of course, I got a role in a short film that's getting ready to come up out the Bay Area. That's titled 3 a.m. You feel me? Shout out that boy Cinedex. You know what I mean? The whole concept of the movie is one mother's nightmare is a whole nother mother's reality. You feel me? It's like, man, I can't stress it enough. I told Cinedex too. I was like, boy, you like my little personal John Singleton for real. You feel me? Because regardless of what happens, you feel me? This is my first film.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No matter how it play out, it's my first film. So I'm excited about it.
Congratulations on that too. That's major.
I appreciate you. Let's see. I'm gonna work on another EP. Shout out that boy Linked Up. You feel me? Linked Up definitely got some heat. You feel me? Of course, he got credits with Kamaya and P-Loaf, man, the boy, a lot of individuals from back west. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we working.
I love the fact that you're tapping into film as well.
Got to.
Because this entertainment industry doesn't stop with music. There's so many other things that you can do. So you're actually writing the scripts. You're a screenwriter?
No, I'm just an actor.
Oh, you're just, okay.
Yeah, just
no,
an actor.
he not just an actor. He an actor, you guys. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite character or type of role to play?
Man, it's really easy playing myself. It's really easy playing myself, like just the whole nature of it. You know what I mean? So I definitely play somebody that definitely got some wit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's viewed as one of the OGs in the movie. I actually start off the movie. So, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see that.
Is this your first acting?
Yes, it is.
It is. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Super
you.
excited. So have you guys started filming yet? Or that's already, it's in the works?
No, it's done.
It's already done.
It's done.
What was that experience like for you being your first time around being an actor?
Shocking.
Yeah.
Definitely was shocking just how it all came about. My manager at the time, of course, she hit me. She was just like, yeah, well, I got an opportunity for you. You feel me? You may know the individuals. I'm like, well, maybe we'll see. And then when she told me the whole rundown, I'm just like, man, I'm like, a film? I'm like, it's a little different from a music video. Now, granted, obviously, like I'm used to being captured, like as far as like football interviews and highlights, things of that nature.
Yeah.
But even just doing an interview, from music and then jumping into film, like that definitely was a big change. But, once you do one, you do them all.
Absolutely. And film has a lot of longevity. Mm-hmm. Don't come for me. I'm not saying music don't, because I'm a big advocate of we can do whatever we want until whatever age we want. Mm-hmm. But just in reality of it, you don't want to be 60 out there still touring per se, but you could be 60 doing film still. You get what I'm saying? Right. So I think film is a great you know, another thing to get into, because music can become like kind of a segue for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people start out music and then they transition into film, and it's dope that you're kind of do it simultaneously. You know, boom, same time. I got film, I got music. Is there other business ventures that you're pursuing?
Fashion, of course. You know, shout out to everybody out there. New York Fashion Week, New Orleans Fashion Week. We just walked in those. You feel me? That was major. Of course, the cannabis industry. You know, I'm from Cali. You feel me? So,
gosh,
you know,
yeah, for
that's
sure.
where it's at. And then dog breeding. You feel me? Ghostface Kennel. You feel me? LLC.
Oh.
You know what I mean? We breed cane Corsos and Frenchies.
Wow, Frenchies, that's a big business.
Definitely.
I see more and more people like, you know, getting into dog breeding and really the Frenchies. I see, especially out here, I see that a lot.
Yeah.
How did you get into that business?
I mean, honestly, you feel me? My cousin, you feel me? He honestly already had a love for it. Already, you know, just did it. He was just like, bro, let's go ahead and just start a kennel. You feel me? You know, everybody love dogs. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, why not? We just got to make sure everything papered up.
Exactly. Everything on the up and up. Yeah. Well, listen, it was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Tell everybody one more time the single that's currently out, or maybe the last couple singles they can go check out.
Oh, man. In the zone right now. Mobbin101, San Quinn, King Zoo, all platforms. Y'all talking about Roses, the EP. You feel me? Y'all can go ahead and go stream that. That's going up. Shout out C3. You feel me? Her name is Crystal 3X. You know what I mean? We just call her C3. She got a new joint out called Hurt. You know what I mean? All platforms. That just dropped yesterday. You know what I mean? We working, man. Google us. You feel me? You can Google me, Mobbin101. Exotic Mob Music LLC. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know we actually LLC'd up out of Atlanta.
Dope.
You know
okay,
I mean?
dope.
So, you know, be on the lookout for us, man. You know what I'm talking about?
And tell them your social media. I know you said Mobbin101, but your social media handle is slightly different.
Yeah, so on IG is Mobbin Most Hated #2. But, of course, if you just type in Mobbin101, I should populate on there.
Yes.
Again, Google me, man. Twitter, everywhere. You feel me? Threads, Facebook. All that.
He's Googleable.
Whatever you use, man, Google me, man. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Shout out Sway, too, man. You feel me? Shout out that boy Sway. You know what I mean? Just looked at, it was a Sway over there at the Empire hip-hop celebration.
Okay.
You feel me? That was major.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Of course, you know, he a Bay Area native. So,
yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
When me coming up in this game, you feel me? It was like, it's one thing for me to know Sway the way I know Sway,
yes.
but it's different now that I'm an artist. You know
it's way different. Yeah, exactly. You get to know them kind of like on a different level per se. Anybody else you want to shout out to?
Man, my kids, you feel me? Diamond and Gianna, you know, daddy love you, you feel me? Off top, no matter what you hear, you know what I mean? I'm out here. I'm out here. To my fans and my supporters, you feel me? And new connections.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all talking about, y'all know this thing ain't easy. You feel me? We just make it look easy.
Straight like that. We do make the same. They're often imitated, but never duplicated, as I say. We make it look way too easy. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Boom. Mobbin101 in the building. Go ahead and tell everybody what makes you the Industry's Most Wanted.
Oh, man. My authenticity. I'm real.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm definitely going to give you what you're going to give me. You feel me? Unfortunately, I may actually give you a little bit more than what you give me just because it's just my nature. You feel me? I'm definitely a hustler. I'm here, man. I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
You feel me? I got a story to tell.
I love it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm glad we were able to get this in. I'm going to have you still when we're done, spend a couple more minutes with him to get some more footage, but I appreciate you being here. We're up out of here, y'all.
The car. Mobbing is a way of life, it'll take you far.